Did you ever want to play GTA set in World War II? Well, look no further than 2009 Sabatour. Released by EA Games and Pandemic Studios, that's the same crowd behind the Mercenaries video games, you take the role of Sean Devlin, loosely, and I do mean very fucking loosely, based on William Grover Williams, a British operative and saboteur who was also a Formula 1 driver. But I guess they wanted to change it for more creative license. But who could really believe an Irishman running around a city blowing up infrastructure with explosives? I mean, come on, really? Oh yeah. The story plonks Sean Devlin in the middle of Paris during the Second World War, where he wants nothing to do with the conflict. He simply wants to race his car with his friend. However, things take a turn for the sinister when his best mate is killed by the Nazis and he decides to take it upon himself to single-handedly liberate the city of Paris and get revenge for his fallen friend. In order to complete this mission, Sean is given access to a wide variety of vintage cars, tanks, half-tracks, motorbikes, and even race cars of the time, along with an extensive arsenal of weapons including shotguns, rifles, and, being a saboteur, obviously explosives. As well as exploring Paris, you're able to explore the surrounding French countryside and some parts of Germany. But be warned, if you go too far off the beaten track, you will end up in no man's land and be obliterated by artillery. There's a really cool aspect about liberating certain parts of Paris, as the areas you haven't liberated are actually in black and white. Once you've completed enough missions via destroying enemy encampments, artillery housing stations, or even watchtowers, the colour returns to the actual section and district of the city, which is really cool, working the film noir aspect into the mechanic of the movie, and is one part of this game I really enjoyed. Another great aspect about this game is it really is a jack of all trades and allows the player to play how they choose. If you want to go in guns a-blazing, by all means, guns a-blazing. It does try and nudge you into doing a kind of more stealthy approach to, say, sabotaging vehicles and certain encampments, but it's up to you how you play. If you want to wire a truck with an explosive and drive it through the gates, you can do that. If you want to hop a wall and put some snaky dynamite onto a searchlight, you can do that as well. It's up to you, and that's what I really love about this game. Whereas what I found with a lot of its contemporaries, say like GTA or especially Red Dead Redemption, you had to do a mission in a particular way. You couldn't approach it your own kind of style. You had to complete a certain number of tasks in order to fulfill a mission. Whereas this, again, if you have a main mission to do, go in guns blazing or go stealthy. The choice is yours. Sabatour understands what makes a good open world sandbox game is to give the player choices and to make those choices fun, and that is where I think this game excels at. If I had to cite any criticism for this game, it would be two things. While the open world element is fantastic, you get to go through all the boroughs and streets of World War II Paris, there isn't much interaction. There's only a few locations you can go into, which include garages and a cabaret hall where Sean can sneak into the back dressing rooms and perv up the ladies getting dressed. But bar that, there isn't much in the way of interactivity in the city of Paris for Sean. There's no shops or restaurants he can enter. The streets are beautifully decorated and you can see the outsides of said shops and places, but you can't enter. The only other locations you can really enter are mission based, and once you've those missions completed, you can't enter those locations thereafter. The other thing I have a bit of an issue with, being an Irishman, is Devlin's accent. It isn't the worst, trust me, I've heard much worse. Thank Christ I love that girl. But yeah, Robin Atkin Downes does a serviceable job as Sean Devlin, but you can definitely tell it's one of those bloody Yanks trying to do an Irish accent. He hides it well though by peppering in a lot of vulgarities, which, if you know an Irish person, is like our third national language. But bar that, it's still a solid performance and the character is likeable. I like his design also. It's very much reminiscent of the main character from John Huston's The Informer, particularly when you're playing him silhouetted in the black and white and you're hiding up against the wall. It actually reminds me of the cover of that movie. Bar those two minor niggles, it's still an awesome game. I mean, you get to play a belligerent Irishman blowing the shit out of Nazis with explosives, machine guns and car bombs. I mean, how the fuck could you not enjoy that? If you can find this game out in the wild, say in the likes of CEX, it's well worth dusting off your Xbox 360 or PS3 for. However, it hasn't been uploaded digitally to either the Microsoft or PSN network, but luckily enough for PC users, it has been uploaded to Steam of March this year. So lads, that's my review of Sabatour. My question to you is, did you play this back in the day? And if you did, what was your experiences playing it? Let me know in the comments below. My name's Martin, this has been the Trash Picture Show, and yeah, slán na bhaile.